Have you ever met someone who could effortlessly convince others, win every argument, or even make you doubt your own memory? What if I told you that most of them aren't born manipulators? They just understand psychology better than you think. Today, we re-diving deep into 5 dark psychological tricks that people use every single day, often without even realizing it. These tricks are subtle, powerful, and can shape the way people think, act, and feel around you. So buckle up, because once you learn them, you'll never see conversations the same way again. Welcome back to Aqalnama, where we uncover the hidden world of human behavior, psychology, and the mysterious power of the human mind. If you've ever wondered why people lie, manipulate, or influence others, this video will open your eyes. But remember, these tricks can be used for good or for harm. The difference lies in your intention. Let's start with a trick so subtle, you probably use it without even knowing. It's called the mirror effect. People love seeing a reflection of themselves, in personality, in tone, or in energy. When you subtly mirror someone's body language, their speech patterns, or even their emotional state, their brain instantly feels a sense of comfort and trust. It's not magic. It's the subconscious saying, "This person is like me. They get me." Salespeople, leaders, and even your closest friends use this trick naturally to build rapport. Think about it. When you're really connecting with someone, you often find yourselves sitting the same way, using the same slang, or matching each other's pace. That's mirroring in action. But here's the dark side. When it's used intentionally and excessively, it can create a fake emotional bond that makes manipulation incredibly easy. Someone can make you feel understood and safe, just to lower your defenses. So, next time someone starts copying your exact words or mirroring your posture perfectly, don't just assume it's a coincidence. It might be a strategy. Pay attention to how it feels. Does it feel natural or a little too perfect? The answer can tell you a lot. Moving on to our second trick, something that's all about what you don't say. The power of silence. In a world full of noise, silence is one of the most underrated and powerful psychological tools in human interaction. When you go quiet at just the right moment, especially right after asking an important question, people feel an instinctive discomfort. They rush to fill that empty space. And in that rush, they often reveal more than they ever intended. Think about a job interview or a negotiation. You state your salary expectation, and the other person just sits there silent, looking at you. What happens? Your mind starts racing. Did I ask for too much? Should I say something else? You might even start negotiating against yourself, just to break the tension. Skilled negotiators, therapists, and even detectives use silence like a finely tuned instrument. It's a way to apply pressure without saying a single word. So the next time someone stops talking mid-conversation, don't panic. That silence might not mean weakness or confusion. It might be a calculated move to gain control. Learn to get comfortable with silence, and you'll take back the power. Now for our third trick, one that creeps up on you slowly. It's called the foot in the door technique. It always starts small. Someone asks for a seemingly harmless favor. "Hey, can you just watch my bag for 2 minutes?" You agree. It's easy, right? Then, a few days later, they ask for something bigger. And then bigger again. Before you know it, you're doing something you would have initially refused. Psychologists call this the foot in the door phenomenon. Once you've said yes to a small request, your brain wants to maintain consistency with that decision. It becomes harder to say no to the next, slightly larger request because you've already established yourself as a helpful person. This is how advertisers get you to sign up for a free trial before asking for your credit card details. It's how scammers slowly draw you in. And yes, it's even how friends and family can sometimes unintentionally push your boundaries. Awareness is your best defense. Learn to recognize the pattern and remember that you have the right to say no at any point, even if you've already said yes. Now, we're moving into much darker territory with our fourth trick, gaslighting. This isn't just a tactic, it's a form of emotional manipulation that can be incredibly damaging. Gaslighting is when someone systematically makes you question your own reality, your memories, your emotions, and even your sanity. They'll deny things they said or did, even with proof. They'll say things like, "That never happened," or "You're just being overly sensitive," or "You're remembering it wrong." Over time, this constant invalidation chips away at your confidence. It makes you feel confused, anxious, and unstable. You start to doubt your own perceptions and become more dependent on the manipulator for their version of the truth. It's a cruel mind game designed to isolate you and make you easier to control. If you find yourself constantly second-guessing your own experiences around a particular person, if they consistently make you doubt what you saw, felt, or heard, that's a massive red flag. The best response is to create distance. Protect your reality before they try to rewrite it for you. Your feelings are valid, and your memories are yours. Finally, our fifth trick, which is perhaps the most deceptive because it comes disguised as kindness. The compliment trap. It sounds innocent enough. A compliment. Who doesn't like being praised? But in the wrong hands, a compliment is just manipulation wrapped in a pretty bow. Here's how it works. When someone praises you right before asking for something, they're not just being nice. They're priming your brain for compliance. This is based on the principle of reciprocity. Humans are wired to want to give something back when they receive something. So when flattery appears just before a request, "Wow, you're so good at organizing things. By the way, could you help me plan this whole event?" You're already psychologically predisposed to say yes. You want to live up to the compliment and return the kindness. The key is to learn to spot when praise feels strategic rather than sincere. Does the compliment feel genuine and unconditional, or does it feel like a setup? Trust your gut. A real compliment comes with no strings attached. So there you have it. The mirror effect, the power of silence, the foot in the door trick, gaslighting, and the compliment trap. These psychological patterns are rooted deep in the human brain, and the scary part is that we all use them to some degree, often without meaning to. But the real power lies not in learning how to use these tricks on others, but in recognizing when they're being used on you. This knowledge is your shield. It gives you the ability to navigate social situations with more awareness and protect your own mind. The next time you walk into a conversation, a negotiation, or even just a chat with a friend, look a little closer. Listen a little deeper. Who's really in control? If this video opened your eyes, just imagine what's coming next. Subscribe to Aqalnama for more deep, mind-bending videos on human psychology, behavior, and self-growth. And I'd love to know, which of these tricks surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. And remember, knowledge isn't dangerous. Ignorance is.